My daughter's father has seen her twice in the past 3 weeks. So he told me to make up for it, he's going to take her camping this weekend. So she has been so excited. Then she got a runny nose yesterday. A runny nose. And her dad said that because she has a runny nose, he's not taking her camping anymore because he doesn't want to be around her if she's sick. And I said, well, cancel the camping trip and just stay home with her this weekend. And he's like, I already paid for the campsite. Campsites are like $30, dude. And she started crying, saying, does my daddy not want me? And I lost it. Now, for a little backstory, he left when I was 6 months pregnant. I gave birth by myself. I didn't get child support. I didn't get so much as a diaper from him. And I didn't hear from him until she was almost 3. And I was playing with her at a playground. And somebody served me with papers saying that he was suing me for custody. So then $20,000 in attorney's fees later, we have a parenting plan. And now him and his wife love talking crap about me like I'm the villain, like I'm the reason that he wasn't in his daughter's life. And that couldn't be further from the truth. I invited him to everything and he always turned it down. So with all this in mind, when my daughter asked me, does my daddy not want me? Because I don't feel good. I lost it. For the first time in her life, I talked shit about her dad to her. I told her that her dad is selfish and that her dad is dumb and that he doesn't understand what it means to be a parent and that I'm happy to cancel all of my plans and we will do fun things. We will do art. We will go buy canvases. We'll go buy paints. We'll go to the park. We'll do whatever she wants to do. All she wants is her dad. I hate him. I hate him. He does not deserve her.
Before I completely dissect, dismantle, and totally annihilate her entire rant, I need to add a little disclaimer before we jump into tonight's coaching video. And that disclaimer is mostly for guys who are still blue pill, guys who tend to get caught up in their emotions and they cannot see reality. Okay, because it's very easy. When you see these single moms, right, on TikTok or on their social media, rant about the father of their fatherless child being some complete irresponsible deadbeat dad, this jerk. Ooh, he completely just left me out in the cold without a dollar to my name. Completely abandoned his daughter. You know, it's easy to get caught up in the other person's emotions, especially when it's a female, right? Especially if she's cute. If she's cute, like this chick, she's not bad looking. She's not a model, but she's cute. So it's easy as a guy to get caught up in that, and you're like, that dude, if I ever run into him, I'm gonna kick his ass. Ooh, I can't wait to see him. I'm gonna punch his face. Ooh, he's gonna regret the day he messed with her. He's gonna regret the fact that he just left her out in the cold. And you start to fall under the illusion that she is a victim and that he's an oppressor. And that's pretty much what the mainstream narrative wants you to believe, right? Oh, these girls are poor, innocent, helpless little victim, and this evil man just walked into her life and totally took advantage of her. When you join us in reality, when you start living in reality, when you go red pill, if you want to call it that, right? You will begin to see what really happened. Okay? What really happened. And it's my job as somebody who has been teaching dating advice for the last 3 decades, somebody who has done cold approach for the last 3 decades, right? I've cold approached over 10,000 women now. So I know automatically once I start to see the tears, once a girl starts going into this emotional tirade, I know that there's more to the story. And you know what, guys? There always is. So when you can get past letting your emotions color the situation and you can just look at the facts. I mean, even this girl, right? If you look beyond her tears, if you look beyond her cuteness, and you just listen to her, she's actually being pretty honest, right? She's telling you point blank. She's saying, what did she say in this video? She said that, first off, she said the dad, like the guy she had the guy that she had her daughter with, she said that he left her. Okay, he left her. He abandoned her when she was 6 months pregnant. Okay, didn't leave her with any money, didn't even buy her so much as a diaper. Those are her words. And just took off on her. And she did not see or hear from this guy for 3 years. 3 years. Until he finally filed custody for his daughter. Okay, so what was going on during those 3 years? Did he even know he had a daughter? Again, we don't know the other side of the story. Because, as I keep telling you guys, everybody's story sounds good until you hear the other side. And obviously, she's crying, she's bawling, she's like, oh my God, he's such a terrible person. But what's his side of the story? Because that's when the plot thickens, guys. When you listen to the other side. Everybody's story sounds good until you hear the other side. This is why you need to get both sides of the story. And when it comes to these single moms and you know, the crocodile tears, I mean, I just don't have sympathy for them anymore. Why? Because again, I've been a dating coach for many, many years now, and I've heard the same story over and over and over. And when I first started teaching dating advice, and when I was, you know, still blue pill, I'd hear these single moms complain about the guy that, oh my gosh, he did this to me, and then he just left me, and I just had this baby by myself. And I would be like, oh my gosh, what a dick. I'm sorry that there are men out there like this. And, you know, I was constantly sympathizing with her. But then after so many years, and it took me a while, right? So many years of hearing the same sob story over and over, that's when I started being real. And I started asking the girl, just because I got annoyed after so many years of hearing the same story. I'm like, where did you meet this guy? Why did you have sex with him? How long were you dating him for? You know, and that's another thing you'll learn about single moms, right? Is because they're banging these chads, right? Because they get so hot and heavy for these chads, unlike the beta male who they make wait to have sex with them, you know, months and months, the chad gets in the first night or the first date, right? The chad gets in right away, and often the chad's pretty irresponsible, so he impregnates the girl, and because she wants to hang on to him and she doesn't want to lose him, she has a child. And then Chad leaves, as he does, right? That's what chads do. That's what bad boys do. They just leave. And then she's like, oh my gosh, ooh, I'm all alone now. And it's like, dude, why were you seeing this guy in the first place? Why did you even let him between your legs? And I've said this before, a lot of these single moms are not bad looking. So you know they had just a flurry, right? A flurry of very nice gentlemen that they could have chose, that wanted to date her, that probably would have built a family with her, that she conveniently ignored, right? Guys are invisible to her because they don't have the bad boy, they don't have the bad boy attitude and, you know, the disrespect that, you know, a bad boy does, that a chad does. So those are the type of guys that get her to remove her panties on the very first night they meet her or the very first date. That is why these single moms always get abandoned, right? Because they're having sex with the chads. Because make no mistake, guys, nice guys are not going to abandon a chick, especially a cute chick, right? A nice guy is not going to do that. These nice guys that they're like, where are all the good men? You know those good men that are invisible to you that wouldn't have left you? Those are the guys you ignore. So not only did she say, if you caught it, right? She said, the father of her, you know, her daughter's dad, right? He left them when she was 6 months pregnant. So he didn't even stick around for the full pregnancy. He left. So right away, you have to ask yourself, how long was she dating this guy that he left within 6 months? Because from my experience, I will tell you that she probably met him that month. She probably didn't know him for more than a few weeks, and she got pregnant. That's what happens to a lot of these single moms these days, right? It's not like the old days, like 50s or 60s, where, you know, they might have known the guy for a few years and then, you know, oops, little accident here. No, these days with these single moms, big, big difference. Okay, big difference. Okay, this is what I call an MTV single mom. She was encouraged to become a single mom because MTV is like, ooh, you can do it all by yourself, girl. You can't. And you find out the hard way that MTV was full of crap. So already she said the dad left, wow, while she was 6 months pregnant. So you have to ask yourself, where did you find this guy? Where did you meet this guy? She probably met him at a club or a bar. I will tell you that now from my own personal experience. A club or a bar. Or he might have met her out here in Vegas, right? Dude was doing some cold approach and kind of met her out here. I'm in my hotel room, by the way. So yeah, I've got a spectacular view of the Strip. Don't let it distract you from tonight's coaching video. I just wanted to give you guys something to look at as we tear apart this chick's rant. So he left 6 months into her pregnancy, and not only that, okay, not only that, but she also mentioned, in case you caught it, that him and his wife constantly talk shit about her. So the guy has obviously either married after her, or he was married the whole time when she was banging him. So something deeper is going on here, right? Guys, don't get taken in by these chicks' tears, okay? Because that's what they want to do. That's a little sleight of hand, right? That's a little manipulation that the women use. What have I told you guys about women and crying? That is the manipulation they use because it works on basically everybody except for us, because you're learning from me that it's 99.9% of the time it's crocodile tears. Okay, it's crocodile tears. And her tears are pretty inauthentic from my point of view. Right? It seems like she's more upset and crying that this guy took full advantage of her, when it's really her fault. It's really on her that she even let this guy in her life. Okay, but like I said, this guy, she mentioned, he has a wife. He has a wife. And all they do is talk shit about her. So why do they always talk shit about her? Maybe there's a reason for that. Okay, maybe there's a reason for that. And if there's no reason for that, and they're just evil people, just to side with her, maybe they're just evil people. Again, how long did you know this guy before you started just letting him like cream you between your legs, go up inside of you? How long did you know this dude? You know, because a lot of these single moms would not be single moms if they made the Chad wait as long as they make the beta male wait, right? A lot of them would not be single moms if they just put the same restrictions to their vagina that they give the beta male. It would have to go the same for Chad. But no. Gotta land the Chad, man. Gotta land the Chad. He can have sex with me. It's okay. It'll be okay. I can tame him. Then next thing you know, they become single moms. So I'm trying to teach you guys, this is how these chicks become single mom. Because when you're blue pill and when you're still an idiot, right, you tend to let your emotions color reality, right? And you tend to think like she's just this poor girl. She's just minding her own business. And this jerk came along and inserted himself into her life and into her vagina. And now she has a kid. It's not her fault. And you know what I found over the years? Like almost 100% of the time, it is the girl's fault. Because this is what they do. They choose the bad boy. They sleep with him like that. Okay? They sleep with him like that. He impregnates her. And now she's stuck raising his child. And there's no way she's going to abort his child. Why? Because the reason why she doesn't want to abort that child is she's hoping he'll stay. Right? She's hoping he'll stay. And this is what a lot of women do too. They try to trap the Chad. They try to trap the guy into staying. You know, in my career as a pickup artist, I mean, I'm not proud of this anymore because I'm Catholic and I'm trying to get closer to God here and I'm trying to, follow my spiritual purpose here. But in the past, I've slept with a lot of women and many of those women slept with me very, very quickly, either the same night that I met them or by the first date. And they have admitted that, hey, like once they started dating a guy, don't you ever tell him. Don't you tell him how fast I slept with you. He'll freak. He'll lose it. I've heard that from so many girls like, oh, please don't mention this to, my boyfriend and it's like, why? How long did you make him wait, girl? It's like 3 months. Like you made him wait 3 months and he waited? Yeah. I'm like, wow. It's just insane. But this is how these chicks become single moms. Well, luckily, I never knocked anybody up as far as I know. I've never had kids out of wedlock. But this is how these chicks become single moms. So getting back to her rant, automatically we know this guy already has a wife. We don't know if he was already married. She did not mention that part, so maybe he was. Maybe she was fooling around with a married man. And 2, left when she was 6 months pregnant. Right? There is a lot of red flags here that she could have seen if she made him wait before having sex with her, like she does the beta male. There are a lot of red flags she could have spotted and been like, ooh, nah, dude, not even. You're just super irresponsible, and I don't even want to date you. But no, like I said, these are the type of guys that get these chicks hot and heavy. Right? Those are those type of guys. No different than my ex from 2006, right? She has 2 kids from 2 different fathers, 2 different Chads. Now she's stuck raising these kids by herself because she thought she could do what every other single mom on the planet thinks they could do, which is tame the Chad. That is how you become a single mom. You don't become a single mom by banging nice guys and beta males and simps. No, you become a single mom by banging Chads, bad boys, dicks, jerks. That's how you become a single mom. And towards the end of her rant here, she said something that was very telling, which a lot of single moms do, right? She said, this is the first time that I bashed the father to my daughter. Like, that's the first time I talk smack about him to my daughter. And it's like, no, dude. Every single mom I meet constantly talks crap about the guy who impregnated her and left her. Right? They never have anything nice to say about that guy. But again, if you talk to that guy, you will get a different story. Right? And then you will see, like, oh, that's why he left her. Oh, she's the one who's an idiot because she said, oh, I've never talked bad about him, but you know what? I told my daughter he is a bad parent. He doesn't know what it takes to be a parent. I mean, basically, she self-projected all of the qualities about herself onto him. As I've said a million times, whenever I see these single mom videos and I look in the comments and all the beta simps there and all the other women that are like her, I'd totally enable her and like, you're right, girl. It takes 2 to tango. Oh, it's his fault too. And it's like, no, it's completely your fault because women are what, guys? They're the ones who are the choosers. They decide who gets between their legs. They decide who they get sexually intimate with. We don't decide that as guys. Same reason why we cannot just walk out there into any bar and have sex like that. We can't. Women can do that like that, right? Women can walk basically into any place. I mean, this girl, cute girl, right? Most single moms, not bad looking. They could walk into any bar, anywhere here on the strip or anywhere in the world. And if they want to have sex, they could have sex like that. They have the power to do that. Us as guys, we don't have that power. We could be a 10 in looks. We do not possess that power because we are not the gatekeepers to sex. Women are. So if they choose a bad boy, they choose a jerk that impregnates them and leaves, guess whose fault that is? That's theirs. That's theirs. And never let your emotions think for a second that she did not have just tons and tons of nice guys that were invisible to her, that would never have done this to her. Because for you to think that this is our only option was this guy to have sex with, you are completely delusional. This is why you got to stop letting your emotions color these situations when these girls start crying, and you have to see it for what it is. This girl had a number of simps in her life that would not have done this to her, but those guys are invisible to her. Those are the guys she flakes on. Those are the guys she pisses on, laughs at, never ghosts, never texts back when they text her. No, those are the guys that she pisses on. And it's almost karmic, right? It's almost karma where the bad boy comes along and he pisses on her and he gives it right back to her, right? It's like she treats these simps horribly, so she gets treated horribly. And then here she is playing victim like most single moms do. Like, oh my goodness, look what happened, my poor daughter. You chose that guy. You ruined not only your life, but your daughter's life. She could have had a good dad. Had you not spread your legs for a bad boy. Had you chosen more carefully. Had you made the Chad wait to have sex with you versus just jumping in the sack with him. Because he gets me hot and heavy. So, as always, guys, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of her little rant, what she had to say. Oh, in the beginning, too, she said, oh, he her father said that she had a runny nose, so he's not taking her camping anymore. What do you expect? What do you expect from this type of guy that you chose? What do you expect? What type of behavior do you expect other than that from this type of guy that you let between your legs, that you could have said no to? You could have chosen a nice guy. You didn't have to choose him. What do you expect, girl? Don't act like a victim now. Don't start crying now. And she's like, oh, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Take some responsibility. As always, guys, drop your comments below. And until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out from the top of Vegas in my hotel room. Have a spectacular view here of the high roller wheel, the Wynn, the Palazzo, the Venetian, where I normally stay. I'm not staying there this weekend because everything is book solid. I'm actually here in Vegas for the month, so I'm going to be here all month long, and I've got this spectacular view to look at. It's just incredible at night, but this is the stuff you get when you work your ass off, son. Got a great view of Vegas here. Again, until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe to my channel because it tells YouTube you love my content, you're digging it, you're feeling it, and you want me to produce more for you. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well. And for all of you guys who want to support my work and all of my content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world, on all 4 corners of the globe, are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, every single week we're making it happen, no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what kind of divisiveness and what kind of hoopla and anger is going on in the world. We are continuing to live our lives at the highest level, and I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us. And it's real simple to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now, and it just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out. This is so gorgeous, isn't it? Come out to Vegas. If you've never been to Vegas before, you need to come out and see it for yourself. It's awesome. You need to experience it. And if you can, if you have the means, try to stay more than a few days, because it's really, really hard to go through all of Vegas in just one weekend or just like 3 days. You need to stay for at least a week, if not longer, because there's so much to see here, so many great restaurants, and it's such a fun time. So come out to Vegas.